Good morning, everybody. Just got out of my morning solitude time, and there's 5 different things that I choose from when I go in there. And one of them is reading like that 50 greatest love letters or poetry or something. And that was what I chose this morning, was poetry. And a friend of mine, a neighbor, actually gave me Mary Oliver's book. She wasn't using it or had previously done, and so I'll pick excerpts at different times if I'm going to choose to read poetry. And this was one that stood out, and it knocked me on my ass, and that's where I went and did more work based on what I was feeling at the time. But the title of the poem I wanted to share with you and make a point here. There's powerful point behind this. The title of the poem is called I Go Down to the Shore. I go down to the shore in the morning, and depending on the hour, the waves are rolling in or moving out. And I say, oh, I am miserable. What should I do? And the sea says, in its loving voice, excuse me, I have work to do. And so it hit me more. And here's the takeaway, my interpretation. You're going to go wherever you want, but this is my office, and you're listening to this video, so this is mine. Not to force you into a box of any kind. This is what stood out at this time, this version of me reading this poem today. So Mary, or whoever this is, isn't feeling well, isn't happy, isn't satisfied, doesn't feel safe, isn't at peace, isn't in harmony, and goes to the ocean and asks for advice. What should I do? And the ocean's like, excuse me, I have work to do. I have work to do being the ocean. I have work to do being perfectly me as the ocean. And what is that? It was flipped back onto the person. A mirror was set up where it's, excuse me, I have work to do as this person asking somebody else, what should I do? And so a lot of the times, when we seek out guidance, none of it gets put back onto us. It's always this chase for us trying to be somebody else, for us to measure up to somebody's lab values of a group of 50-year-old women, 10,000-fold, to have their same thyroid levels, to have their same estrogen, progesterone, to have all their same levels. Compare our joints to each other, compare our spines to each other, compare our blood work to each other. We're comparing ourselves to something else that's already, or someone else that should be, excuse me, I have work to do. And could you imagine if the ocean was like, excuse me, I have work to do, I'm trying to be Wi-Fi. Or excuse me, I'm trying to be a puddle. Or I'm trying to be a cloud. Or I'm trying to be the sun. If the ocean tried to be anything other than what it was, it would struggle. And then what would man come along and go? We do it already. Oh, the ocean's sick. The ocean's wrong. The ocean's diseased. The ocean's pathological. The ocean's injured. We got to fix the ocean. We're literally doing that right now. The ocean's just being perfectly the ocean. It's got work to do. It's going to play. It's going to do everything necessary to be the ocean. Wi-Fi is going to be Wi-Fi. A cigarette is going to be perfectly a cigarette. It can't be anything else. An orange is going to be perfectly an orange. A battery, a battery. A phone, a phone. A bee, a bee. Everything is going to be what it is. And our biggest problems that come is when our minds and spirits and intellect takes us into trying to become or measure to somebody else, trying to compare to somebody else. And this is exactly what medicine does, all forms. And you got to think that our symptoms and our injuries are bringing us back to understanding who we are more deeply, just as the ocean knows what it is. It's us to figure out what we are as ourselves. And we aren't our neighbor. We aren't the person down the road. Are we connected to all of this? Of course we are. But only through the level of, excuse me, I have work to do on ourselves. And so again, it's always going to come back to when you feel miserable, or you feel like you aren't safe, or you feel like you can't trust yourself, or you feel like you can't trust your body's going to have, or it's expressing at that time, symptoms of healing and injuries. You're asking somebody else for what to do with those. That's not anybody else's position. And this, again, is sadly what we have. We have a world where as soon as you have a response that's only showing that you are purely human, purely you in this life, you with your choices, we go to somebody else and ask them what to do with this thing that is only for you, or these things that are only for you. They are not for practitioners. They are not for forms of medicine. They are not for the ocean. They are not for meditation or a monk or a guru they are not for somebody else. They are for you to learn to become more rooted in what you are as the ocean of yourself. And so when you feel miserable, that's perfect. Where's that coming from? It's for you. And just like the ocean has work to do, the orange has work to do, the sun has work to do, a bong has work to do, a jump rope has work to do, a thimble has work to do, a caterpillar has work to do. Everything is being perfectly what it is. Coming back to you. What is it that you are going to do? What is your work you have? Because we all have work to do today. Scattered in with play, scattered in with pleasure, scattered in with routines and celebrations and rituals, scattered in with creativity and authenticity, scattered in with childlike innocence, scattered in with non-repeating, obedience to the body, scattered in, but we got work to do. And this sat, because you imagine the ocean is like, excuse me, I got work to do. I'm being the ocean. You have work to do, being Mary or Tommy or whomever. Never the same, always different. And your symptoms of healing and your injuries are bringing you back and showing you the depths of your ocean and who you truly are. They're for you. Your feelings are for you. Your responses are for you. Your actions are for you. You chose those. Where are they coming from? If you don't like how you're feeling, you've got work to do. If you like how you're feeling, you've got work to do. It never ends. Just like the ocean never stops flowing. The ocean never stops tapping the shore. Try to be something else. It is a never-ending, exhausting trip to our exit where we sit and we go with the top 5 regrets. I wish I would have been fucking myself. I wish I would have been more, spoke my voice, hung out with my crew, did what I loved. Right now. You're not wrong. You're not copied. You're not matched. We're all sitting in the theater. Everyone's having a unique response, and there's not one response that's right. Everybody's is perfect. There's not one that's better than another. There's not one that's sick. There's not one that's wrong, diseased, right, wrong, healthy, unhealthy. Say whatever you want. There isn't. There's yours. There's your response to this entirety. And you can't exist as somebody else. You can't measure up trying to be an ocean in somebody else's life. And your symptoms and injuries are for nobody but you. One more time. I go down to the shore in the morning, and depending on the hour, the waves are rolling in or moving out, and I say, oh, I am miserable. What should I do? And the sea says, in its lovely voice, excuse me, I have work to do.